beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago. The Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%. And I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
From the 27, Allen. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. To the air, Allen. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line. What we got?
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7 on 7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he comes back with one complete.
And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. A big play that time for Cleveland. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, and don't fumble the football.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
They're at the halfway point of the season, Charles. 8-0. What a great start. Clearly a Super Bowl contender, if not the outright favorite, through 2 months to win the whole thing.
Well, there aren't too many bad things you can say right now.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They give to Chubb out of the gun.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with the score of Browns 7, Dolphins 0.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
And Nick Chubb, about as dynamic a runner as the NFL has to offer. He put his talents on full display there. That was some kind of run.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2nd and 4.
Come on, QB, come on. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Here's Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind, going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Now, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum, because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
That's the way. My game, my game.
Allen off the play fake. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10.
What's tight? Tight is right. 3 down.
Here's Allen to throw it. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Gibbs. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And they give this time to the tailback. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Gibbs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Watch the sled. Watch the sled. Watch 18. 18's the mark.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
87 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Mayfield. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble.
And I believe they've buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year.
And the Browns are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And it is 28-0.
Dolphins nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. Now Allen.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Sanders' kick is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they got something to build on as they get ready.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. No. Let's go.
Mayfield. Got a man. It's Schwartz, complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
We got 4.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
118 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb.
Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Well, Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball, You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Mayfield now. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. That was all great until the final act. Able to scramble, get the first, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
And as a former defender, I can tell you that when a quarterback scrambles and picks up a 1st down on 3rd down, that's usually demoralizing for a defense. But when he coughs it up in doing so, elation results after that.
Yeah, new lease on life, so to speak.
No doubt about it.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off inside the 10. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Allen. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Tony Field, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
Now Allen. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Mike 4, cut. Mike 4, all day, dog.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win. 34. Hey, one alert.
Mayfield to throw it. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. To throw, Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his big tight end here. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now this time, Allen will throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of it. They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
On play action, Allen rolling to his right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Forced out to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Being chased out left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Allen, got to have this one. And it's caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing...
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbinoghene.
I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen throwing the out route incomplete. That's Higgins. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays high.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Gesicki.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. From the 17, Allen eluding the pressure right. Had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, third down.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter.
He's going to take another shot here. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On play action, Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Sanders now to add the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they hope to polish things off. And what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Phillips in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Well, the lead late in the fourth, but and pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield on play action. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And Mayfield again with the interception. His 3rd. Picked up by Noah Igbinoghene. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision could get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cleveland, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, it's their first stumble of the season as they'll dip to 8-1 on the year. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.
Thank you.